What's good, y'all? I'm Dr. Trehunna. So growing up as a child, you seen some people who had beautiful skin, very radiant skin, it was glistening and tight skin, right? But then you seen some people who it seems like their skin is very dull and they have little moles coming out, and for some odd reason they had a little bit more darker spots on their skin, right? So today we're going to talk about nigricans and keratosis and skin tags, the things that just pops out of your skin like it's moles but you didn't have it all your life, and what you can do to ultimately reverse it, because believe it or not, it's kind of like an epidemic, especially in the black community.
Hey guys,
My name is Michelle.
Anita, Sarah, Julia, Peyton, Talia, Jazz,
Marquita.
I'm a physique.
product.
Period. You love to see.
In order for you to understand what nigricans, acanthosis is, and skin tags, you have to understand the concept of skin. So your skin, just in general, is made up of a lot of cells called keratinocytes. So that's why when you look in the skin and health section, it says, oh, take some biotin and take some keratin, right? And the main reason why is because keratin is literally what your skin is composed of, or your epidermis layer. So there's 3 layers to your skin. There's the epidermis, there's a dermis layer, and then there's a hypodermis layer. Now, not only is composed of keratinocytes, it also has a good amount of melanocytes. Where have you heard that term before? Melanocytes. It comes from melanin, all right? So these are the cells that actually produce your skin color. So if you have a little bit more melanocytes than the average person, your skin's gonna be a lot darker than somebody else. The whole purpose of melanin is to actually fight off UV radiation, and it's just a natural sunscreen to your body. So there's keratinocytes and there's melanocytes, and they all brought together and keeps your skin tight through this thing called a fibroblast, right? And the fibroblast produce something called collagen, which is the thing that keeps people youthful, keeps your skin clear and radiant and tight. That is produced from the dermal fibroblast, but also it produces elastin. Keep in mind, the epidermis layer is composed of mostly keratinocytes and melanocytes, right? And these dermal fibroblasts also produce collagen and elastin, which keeps your skin tight and radiant and youthful looking, you know? What is a skin tag? A skin tag is basically an overproduction of keratinocytes. So if your skin is producing too much keratin at one specific spot, then that means it's going to grow. But now not only is it going to grow, it's going to grow out, right? So now it's coming out of your skin. Nigricans and keratosis, which is basically, if you've seen somebody who is a little bit more overweight, they have dark spots on the skin, and it's like the back of their neck, or where you see a fold in your skin. You might see it in between your legs at some point in time. All this basically means is that your melanocytes are overstimulated, and that's because you keep rubbing these skins together. Keratinocytes produce the skin tags, and melanocytes produce your skin getting a little bit darker, and this usually happens if you keep rubbing your skin together. All of this is contingent upon your insulin levels, which means it's all contingent upon your glucose levels. So that means what? You can fix all that through your diet, all right? In order for insulin to rise in the human body, you need glucose, all right? Now keep in mind, the whole purpose of insulin is to receive all this glucose and store it in different type of cells. Your body is running off of glucose, but your body only need 1 teaspoon of glucose to run efficiently. The average person nowadays give their body upwards to 20 tablespoons of glucose. Body can only take so much. The human body is the ultimate survival mechanism. So now it can take in this glucose, but what we're gonna do with this extra glucose is we're gonna turn it into fat. So keep that in mind, that you need to keep your glucose levels down, because if you don't keep your glucose levels down, then now naturally you are going to have a little bit more skin issues, just like you're going to have more liver issues, just like you're going to have a higher hip to waist circumference. You need to keep your insulin levels down, and the best way to do that is to basically change your diet. I'm going to give you 3 tips so you can start changing your diet, and now you can start actually naturally removing the skin tags, and you can start reversing your nigricans and keratosis. So first things first, you need to stop drinking your calories. And we heard something like, oh, coconut water is healthy, but it's basically sugar water, right? And we heard, oh, the apple juice is healthy. But no, the juice is not healthy, the apple is healthy. We need to separate things from healthy and we're equating it to fat loss, because that's the issue right there. In America, everything is filled with sugar, and it's not because it naturally comes with sugar. It's because these food companies are putting extra little teaspoons and tablespoons of sugar, so you eat more of it. Simple. And it's inexpensive. So you need to cut out a lot of your juices and drink more 0-calorie drinks. And yes, it might have some artificial sweeteners in it, but you know what? That sugar is going to kill you faster than that artificial sweetener. Sugar is 3 times more poisonous than any artificial sweetener. Some people are a little bit more sensitive to artificial sweeteners. So that means it's in your best interest to, hey, just drink a little bit more water. All right? There's nothing wrong with water. And just make sure that you find drinks that's a little bit better than an artificial sweetener. There's now stevia sweetened drinks like Zevia, right? There's something called Olipop that I recommend to all my clients, and there's a thing called Poppy, which are prebiotic sodas, which are going to actually help your gut health as well. So look out for Poppy, look out for Olipop, and if you're somebody who's taking probiotics just in general, it needs to be refrigerated. So if it's not refrigerated, it's trash. So stop drinking crazy juices. If it got anything over 30, 40 calories over it, you don't really want that juice, especially if it got a lot of sugar in it. And a lot of sugar means more than 10 grams of sugar. 2, you need to watch out for your processed foods. These kind bars are healthy, right? Oh, we was taught that granola is healthy. And now we was taught that yogurt is healthy. All these things, technically, are they healthy? Yes. But that doesn't mean every single version that you see in the market is healthy. All right. I don't want you to categorize food as good or bad. I want you to look at food objectively. And in order for you to do that, you have to understand what you're looking for, you know? Because I could sell you a Honda for $100,000. It doesn't make sense to you unless you know that, hey, usually Hondas run for $20,000. Same thing applies with food. And the best way you can identify this is through the nutritional label. All right. If you see any product that got over 20 grams of carbs or sugar per serving, it's trash. Do not touch it. Unless your goal is to gain weight. These products is going to help you gain weight. You want that carb number closer to 5 than closer to 15. So if it's 15, that's like a yellow flag. I can still have it. Just be way more mindful than with that versus something that naturally has less than 5 grams of carbs or sugar per serving, or less than 10 just in total. Number 3, the best thing you can do so you can start reversing your skin tags and your nicotinics and ketosis, lower carb diet. So what does that even mean? That means that you are focusing on eating nutrient-dense foods. You really cut out processed foods, you really cut out the juices, you're gonna start noticing that the scale is naturally dropping a little bit more. And that's because 9 times out of 10, we are eating more processed foods than actual whole foods. I am paying attention to the minute details because ultimately carbs and glucose is the same thing in the human body, which means what? The more carbs you have in a day, the more glucose is in your system. The more glucose is in your system, the higher the insulin. The higher the insulin, the more stimulation for these keratinocytes and your melanocytes. And the more stimulation, that means you're going to have more skin tags, and now you're going to have more darker spots on your skin. Some people have it on the face, some people have it on the back of their neck, some people have it in between the legs. You can reverse this if you kind of modulate glucose levels. In order for you to do that, long story short, you need to pay attention to your diet. I know some people is very discouraged about their skin tags because they didn't grow up with it all their life, and they're like, man, I think I'm gonna have this for the rest of my life. No, you can have this for the rest of your life if you choose not to change your diet overall. Cool? That's your reset tip of the day. That's gonna help you stay snatched all the time. No, the summertime, cut out all the crazy fruit juices, which means smoothies as well, ladies. All right. Cut out the processed foods. Make sure you're having more meals in a day than snacks. Make sure you follow more of a lower carb diet. That way your body can be re-regulated and your hormones are more regulated and your keratin and melanocytes are back to its natural form and natural state, and you're gonna notice that the skin tags naturally drop off. Believe it or not, yes, they do drop off. And you're gonna notice that your skin discoloration, wherever it may be, is back to normal. Okay? Now you got your youthful skin again. All right? Talk to y'all soon.